I've started some autumn stitching. So this was a little kit that was in one of our Country Diaries boxes, so you may have this one. And I've stitched it up before in sort of deep autumn colours. I've also done it in brighter colours, and I'm doing it today in a kind of mix. It was inspired by this fabric really, which the box pouches are made of, which are in the shop now, and I've just kind of used this as a start off for my colours, and I'm going to mix in some pinks and rusts and caramels and make a nice wreath, and then probably write something in the middle, maybe around the bottom, who knows. And this will be another little cushion cover. So if you're one of our patrons, just started stitching that on there, so pop over and have a look. So as I've said before, I want to do new cushion covers. Probably need about 7 or 8 of them. I'm making surrounds for them, so I'm looking forward to that. And it's going to be, I don't know yet whether I'm going to make sort of 7 or 8 autumn wintry ones and then have a transition to summer, or whether I'm going to do something that takes you through the year, or I don't know. But anyway, this is the beginning of another one. And speaking of autumn, I'll just show you our autumn boxes. They've just started to go out. Our stepping into autumn box, so I'm just about to show you. So if you've ordered it and you want it to be a surprise, look away now. I'll probably be nattering for a couple of minutes. So this is our stepping into autumn, and we've just started to put them together now. They'll be going out probably on Monday. Different tissue paper, and basically you get there are 2 different options. If you ordered one with an extra skein, this is your extra skein that you get, and with threads. So there were 100-gram skein, and then you're stepping into autumn minis, and then these are hand-dyed threads on our BFL silk base, so they give a lovely texture when you're stitching with them. And this is our box pouch that came with it, and I have been stitching so many of these. And they are in beautiful Liberty Tannerlawn. So when you have a lot of things to stitch, and it's in such a scrumptious fabric, it's still very much a pleasure to do. So they are the box pouches, and that comes with a little lavender bag and a couple of other little bits and pieces, and that is our Stepping into Autumn box. They will be start going out on Monday. So we've dyed up an extra few, depending whether you of both options, which is a yarn only, which will be that one there, and also and it will come with a box pouch or with the hand dyed threads. So there are extra few in the shop that will be ready to ship on Monday. So I have been working a little bit more on my quilt, my herbarium quilt, and my cushion that I'm making, and I've made another couple of side panels. So this is my cushion. Still got my bits of lace on there at the moment. I haven't made any progress on that at all. And I've got my side panels now that are going to be going on here, and I'm basically now just embellishing them and adding bits and pieces which I love. So I should spend a bit longer doing that. I've got to make them both a little bit longer and then That's how my cushion cover's coming together, which I'm really enjoying actually. A bit of text around here somewhere, and once all this is added, I think it'd be really pretty actually. I've also found some fabrics that I forgot I had, which were lots and lots of linen offcuts. So this is something else that, in all different colours, it's literally lots of these sort of more neutral colours, but I've also got them in limes and zingy orange, all sorts of colours, which is not really me, so I'll probably tea dye that, knock them back a little bit, but that's something else I'm going to use. So I think this all goes really nicely actually. So something else in my mind, something else in my brain that's sort of gradually going to become something. Something else I've been doing this week, which I've been really enjoying, is some visible mending. This is one of my favourite nighties, which got a great big rip on the back of it, which I sewed up, but it still looked messy, and then I just thought, perfect excuse. Truth be told, it was Willow Boo, with her claws. She got me. She was getting all excited. When I say she got me, we were playing. But yes, it was a huge, big L-shaped rip, as you can see there. Proper, you know, oh no, what am I going to do? You know, it's my favourite nightie. I love really lovely, thin, white cotton nighties. I've got a thing for them. And so I thought, perfect opportunity to put a little bit of some of my favourite fabrics on here. So these are all sort of, these are little, I think this is Liberty, this is Liberty, this is Liberty, and then these are other little favourite bits. And I just had put them together, and so I thought, perfect place. So that's something else I'm really, really enjoying. And another one of my favourite blouses has got a little mark on the front. And actually, you know, I used to worry about things like that. Now I don't. I just think, piece of fabric, that's no problem. So that's something else, my visible mending. So now that stepping into autumn is starting to go out, we have another little box, which is our Winter in Foxglove wood box. Now, just to explain this, we had last week, we had our Enchanted Woodland, which we launched, and we've had a couple of products in that range. We had some yarns, and we had a stitch box, an Autumn Woodland, which, thank you so much for your orders. I'm so glad you're excited about that one. It's going to be gorgeous. We had a lot of people asking, was that linked to Foxglove? Because Foxglove wood has been something that, a narrative that has popped up in lots of our boxes and this year's Advent, which, oh, by the way, that is absolutely gorgeous. That will be on its way to you, oh, in a few weeks now. Also, we were saying the other day, Christmas market, our Christmas market here, we have one in Exeter, and that actually starts in a few weeks' time, just over a month's time. How crazy is that? 1 minute it's the end of summer and the beginning of autumn, and the next it feels like, you know, Christmas is upon us. Anyway, so we called it the Enchanted Woodland. We have our products are kind of arranged at the beginning of the year for what's coming out, and we called it that because Foxglove wood has always had a magical feel. But I think we're going to probably change the name of that edit to the Foxglove wood edit, because I think it will all make more sense to you from some of the boxes and products that we've got coming up soon. So let me tell you about the new box. It's called Winter in Foxglove wood. The palette is going to be kind of like a frosty, a cold winter scene, and there will be a yarn only box, which we're going to be offering on 3 different bases, because we've had lots of requests for double knit. So we are going to offer it on double knit, our sock base, and some sparkly stellina, because the colourways will translate beautifully into a sparkly stellina. And you can also choose to add on, if you're a stitcher too, you can add on some hand-dyed threads, and there'll be a little pattern, and some fabrics in there that will be enough to make a pretty little needle book or something like that, which will be an ideal little gift or something for you to stitch away over in December. And that will be going out towards the end of November. So that's in the shop now for you to order, and that is Winter in Foxglove Wood. If you've never had or never heard of Foxglove Wood before, it is a little woodland, and the narrative is set in the late 1800s, and there are a little family living in Foxglove Cottage, and next door is Foxglove Wood, where lots of little animals live, including Copperfield the rabbit, and he lives with his mum and dad and his brothers and sisters. And then you have Arthur the blackbird, who kind of is in charge of everybody. And there are a couple of lovely foxes, Charlie the fox, Howard the wren. There are lots of little characters, many of whom, if you have our Advent, you will meet in the Advent. They're all very excited to meet you. And there will be a little narrative in the box as well. So that is our Winter in Foxglove Wood, and that is available to order now. And as I've said, the Stepping into Autumn goes out Monday. Also, if I could quickly say here, very often with our boxes we always put on it, please order separately and do not combine. The reason for that is because if you order, for example, a box that is going to go out in November, and then you order maybe a couple of skeins and maybe a box pouch or something like that to go with it, the problem is only one amount of postage will have been paid. So what happens is the order has to go out together, which will go out with the box. I hope that makes sense to you. I've had some lovely emails from people saying, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't realise. We're not doing it to be difficult or to make things difficult for you. It's just simply because we are only a small company, and so it means that the extra postage, if we sent it out to you first, it would cost us quite a lot of money in postage. So that's why we ask you to order it separately. If you don't mind waiting, if you're very happy to wait till the box that you've ordered is ready, then absolutely order things together. And we always ship, if we can, ship things together and save, refund you any postage. We always would do anyway. So that's that. The other thing I wanted to mention, we had a couple of comments and I had quite a few messages on Instagram saying that when I talked about our new sharing platform, if you like, which is the Snowdrop, it's www.thesnowdrop.co.uk, and some of you said you couldn't find it. So what I've done is I've linked to the Snowdrop underneath the video. The reason I think it's not coming up when you search it is because I don't think it's been properly indexed by Google yet, because it's a brand new site. It will start showing up very soon, but at the moment, if you just click on the link underneath, if you want to sign up for the newsletter, which will be going out very soon now, it's nearly ready. A lot of work, lots of things on there to share, and yeah, I'm excited about it, can't wait. So the link to the Snowdrop is underneath, if you would like to have the little kind of newsletter, which will be full of all inspiring things and lovely things to fill your autumn with, really. One of the things that is in the newsletter are books that I'm reading or things like that. And I just wanted to share this one, which is Madame Bovary, which this actually is my copy from when I did my degree. I like this one. This was what was recommended, this particular version, which I like because you get a nice introduction with this one. This is Christopher's version, the Penguin Classics. I love their covers actually. But look at this one. So this is a lovely old one that I picked up. Look at this. So lovely. I don't know how old this one is actually. Oh, there we are. First published 1948. Anyway, look, it needs some TLC because that's the original cover for the outside, which I've taken off and put here just to keep it safe, basically. But that's what I'm reading at the moment, and lovely book. I loved it first time I read it, and I've read it another couple of times over the years, and I just thought, I don't know why I suddenly feel like I read things again, but I've essentially decided to read it again because somehow, as I've said before, I know you can sit outside on long summer days and read your books. You absolutely can, but I get a lot more distracted in summer. So if I'm on a beach or by a pool, I will start off reading a book, but I get distracted. If I'm sitting in the back garden, I'll jump up and do some gardening or something. But autumn, you just snuggle up, close the curtains, light your candles. I also tend to go to bed earlier as well, and I will I'll go to bed and read a book, and I couldn't be happier. So yes, hello autumn, how we love you. So anyway, sorry if it was a bit of a ramble and maybe a little bit bitsy, but I just wanted to pop on and say hello. Oh, and something else I wanted to say, we've been making really lovely soup, which again will be in the newsletter, which is one that it came from the Blue Zone program on Netflix, and it's this kind of viral soup recipe that I've seen in several places, and I just thought I love minestrone, so we've kind of made our own version, because the whole point of a vegetable soup, isn't it, that you just put in what you've got. Still getting things from our allotment actually, which is really lovely, just sort of at the end of everything, but more things to think about planting. So that will be in the newsletter too. When I say newsletter, I mean the Snowdrop, not the newsletter for Sherry Iris. There is a newsletter coming out there soon. Don't want to confuse you about things that are in the shop and things that we're doing. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Sorry if it's been a little of a ramble, which is so unlike me. And I just wanted to show you what I've been doing. And yeah, oh, another thing, actually, here we go, I get slightly more digression. This here, I made a box pouch. If you're one of our patrons, I made a little box pouch on there. Oh, it might have been this one. Was it this one? It could have even been this one. No, I don't think it was. I think it was another little box pouch I made. Anyway, when you're making these, you have a little bit of wastage in the corners. And these were the cut-offs for that. And I've tiny little bits that I cut off. Look at the back. And I just thought I've got to, and I thought I'll save those and use them. And they've made their way onto my slow stitch panel. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.